Okay. Cameras ready? Rich, you guys good to go?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get started with Coach Cory Peoples. Go ahead, Brad.
Coach, some of the other coaches have talked about using this week to maybe wrap up of what they see in their evaluation as far as the two deep goes. Have you had significant time to do that for your group?
A little bit. We're going to kind of finalize it Saturday after our final scrimmage for the fall. We'll kind of get a little bit more deep in our too deep right now. We kind of got a thought process, but we're going to let it play out after Saturday scrimmage and see where we land.
Jackson.
Where do you think this group's grown the most since you were coaching them in the spring?
Probably communication, getting more comfortable, new defense. You can see the growth from the spring into the fall. That's the major difference I see in the guys. There's a whole lot more communication, a whole lot more talking, understanding of the defense.
Kelly.
Tay and DJ were two guys who got a little taste last year, maybe a bigger role this year in the defense. How have they progressed, and what have you seen from them?
Tay Seymour has to make a huge jump. Got a whole lot better, a whole lot more comfortable, familiar with the defense, so that's the biggest thing. When you know what you're doing, you play a little faster. So you can see the tempo of his game has sped up a little bit for him learning. From DJ moving from receiver to corner last year to jump into the safety position in the spring, he makes a huge jump from the spring to now. Just for us, he's a ball hawk, played receiver, so he got great ball skills. So both of them guys have major growth since the spring.
Chad.
Has Warren Burrell continued to impress this fall, and how so?
He has a lot of great depth at the cornerback position. He's grown, make a lot of plays thus far in this spring. Long, rangy guy, smart guy, understand the game, great IQ. So Warren doing well.
Reggie.
Coach, you guys are about 16 days. Well, it is 16 days away from the opener. Where do you guys kind of feel like your guys are at, just in general, and how close are you guys to being at the peak where you need to be when 16 days comes around?
We're stacking days. Like I say earlier, we made a lot of growth since the spring, and it's crazy being here in the spring, seeing it dwindle down from 140-something days now to today, 16 days before we play. So it came fast, and I think we're putting it together. We're putting the right pieces together. After we finish this scrimmage Saturday, we'll start working towards our opponents.
Coach, at the nickel position, Omar comes back with some experience there last year. How is he doing, and who do you see pushing him there?
Omar doing pretty good there. You got Shelly doing well there as well. And we also have Saeed Gibbs. All three of those guys been playing a nickel spot. The good thing about them guys, swing guys, they can go play some safety and sub packages. They can also go play corner. So those three guys alone can move around and do multiple things for us in the DB position.
You brought in some young guys in the class with Troy and Christian, some other guys that have come in. How have they adapted, and what have you seen from them as they learn the defense?
Just like any freshman, trying to figure it out a little bit. They're struggling a little bit, but I tell you what, those guys are all going to be good players. You talk about Troy Stevenson, you talk about Nehemiah Chandler, you talk about Christian Pritchett, all those guys is going to be paid. Jaden Davis, another one that came in mid-year. All those guys have shown growth thus far this spring. I mean, growing a lot since we started camp.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, you guys have loaded up the secondary room quite a bit with a lot of experience. You added Zachary and some other guys. How have you seen that change, I guess, or evolve since the spring? Is both having guys with more experience in the defense and then also adding some new guys like Zachary or Jaden, who you talked about?
Competition pushes everybody. When you know you got to go out there and play and you got guys right behind you, you know you can't lack. You got to go out there and bring it every day, which those guys do. So I think anytime you got a bunch of depth, it's great for competition in the room.
When we talked to Clayton Powell-Lee, he felt like his first 2 years has sort of prepared him to become more comfortable and ready to make a big jump this year. Do you feel that he's in a position to do that now?
Yes, he's more of a leader than even from the spring to now. He talks more. The guy listened to him. He didn't play a lot of football. You take him, started a bunch of games last year. You take Lamiles. Them guys got a lot of experience. So you can see the growth in just Lamiles, from what I heard, was a big-time leader last year. Now you can see the growth with CP as well, coming on, leading the guys. And the guys will follow him behind him because he played a lot of football.
I was curious how the relationships evolved with you and Ricky, and you have Quentin and some other guys that can help coach. Just how has that evolved, and as you guys have figured things out since the spring?
Great thing about them, I knew them guys before I got here, so it was an easy transition. Me and Coach Ricky Brumfield work great together. We meet together a lot. We do a lot of our drills together, make sure guys are on the same page, so it been a smooth sail. Both guys, no egos. We go whatever best for the kids, that's what we try to get done.
Okay, that's it. All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. Yes, sir.